You're listening to BoomBox Weekly.
What's up, y'all? We are here with another episode of BoomBox Weekly. I am Gentel, Sharrie.
And I'm new.
We have the multi-hyphenate producer, entrepreneur, designer, philanthropist, Noah O in the building with us today.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
Yes. So your resume's stacked. You've been producing for BET Awards, American Ninja Warriors, NAACP Awards, Soul Train Awards, HOPA, Afro Awards, your own galas with Top Dream Universal, Give an Ear Foundation. How do you find the balance through everything?
At a very young age, since 11th grade, actually, I've been given the opportunity of entering the entertainment industry, which kind of gave me the opportunity to work amongst, great executives who kind of I implement their kind of work strategy and kind of inspired me to be like them. Shout out to Ava DuVernay. Sorry, can we take that back? Shout out to Ava Hall, who is now the head of the African channel. She was my boss at BET International that hired me as an intern, and then following the following year, I got hired as an associate producer doing their content and stuff like that for social media. And ever since then, I've been just amongst these rooms and these doors, working with talent, producing production. So that kind of, made me realize, this is my field. This is the industry I want to be, in. My goal and desire is to become an actor, become, a director one day and stuff like that. But some way, somehow, I found myself behind the cameras, and which, I'm learning the instruments of producing talent and working cameras and, work in the room, period. And which is going to prepare me, obviously, for in front of the camera section and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So you spoke about your internship. How did you manage to turn that into a full career?
Just by my work ethic, standing out, being myself, not going there for the glitz and glam, but going there to prove that, this is my dream, this is what I want to do, and just doing the work, and just letting people see that I'm about the work rather than just being about the environment there.
Now, walk us through your daily routine as a producer. Tell us how you do your procedures. Like, how do we get into Noah O's world?
So people think that they see the finished math and it's all beautiful, glitz and glam, all this Hollywood stuff. But it takes a process, planning, pre-production, outlines. What is the venue going to look like? Who is our talent? What atmosphere are we trying to receive? What is the audience that's coming into the room? What are we doing? What type of show is it? Is it an award show? Is it a film or whatever the case is, right? So that gives me a process. And then my team members, from the other associate producers to the executives to the director to the stage manager, how we want to set the tone for the evening and the night, will give us the vision. And that kind of guides me to the finish line.
So, doing everything that you do, like she said, your resume is that you are everywhere, literally all the award shows. So, what do you find to be the most challenging part of it?
I find the most challenging in making sure that my next work will be my greatest work, if that makes sense. I would like to always raise the bar each event that I do or whatever production that I'm a part of. I want to make sure that I was able to impact it in a positive way. If it's, let's say, for instance, Gentel is the executive producer of, Snowfall, I'm coming in as an associate producer to kind of mix in my ideas to make it better and beautiful rather than just going with her idea and her vision, which is good. But, there's always a ABC story in all productions, and we just want to stand out, not a competition from other shows or other networks or whatever, but being unique, and setting the tone for whatever viewers are watching.
And what's your dream producing job? What would you love to produce right now?
So I always say that I want to become, obviously like Oprah and Tyler Perry, but on a bigger level. Oprah has an umbrella. So she has a production company, then she has a magazine, then she has her book, her authorship, and then she has her lifestyle, health, fitness, and stuff like that. Same thing as me. I love the entertainment. Then I want to go into fashion, you know. Then I want to go into, you know, philanthropy. I want to help. I want to help rising organizations, you know. And then at the end of the day, you know, fulfilling my dreams, you know, whether if it's traveling around the world and giving back to the homeless and stuff like that.
Okay, so with your philanthropic efforts, what cause would you want to give more to, or what is something that you're passionate about that you want to just give your time and your effort to?
So usually I don't really have a focus on just one cause because I think every cause matters in this life that we live in. And my goal is to always make sure whatever organization I'm a part of, again, to impact it positively, but whatever their goal is, you know, whether if it's raising funds to build hospitals in Africa or raising funds to provide clothes to the less needs around the world or whatever, I want to make sure that whatever I'm bringing in is double impact for them to reach their goal times 2 of it, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
Now you're also impacting people with your business. Tell us about your businesses that you have.
So I have a production company called Top Dreams Universal LLC. I also have a clothing brand called 7 Voga, which 7 means 7, the number 7, and also means dream and vision. And the word Voga means obviously fashion. So I birthed this dream of mine back in 2020 during COVID era. And it's been in me to want to design and stuff like that. I have my own clothing that I design from back home. You know, I have a tailor in Nigeria. So every outfit that I wear to different events that you've seen me at, you know, I get
Now
inspired.
you be fly too. Like he be popping out for real with the top fashion.
So I get inspired just to be uniquely me, whether if it's adding stones or adding a feather to it that pops or whatever the case is. Honestly, it's just random. I don't have no drawing board like an artist does. I don't have time for that. I honestly just call my tailor, I want this, I want that, and it becomes a masterpiece. And my vision and goal, I did a release in 2021. The way I did the release, I had fed the homeless and I had made 1,000 of T-shirts. So the people that I gave the T-shirts to were like big influencers that I've worked with, celebrities that I worked with, just to get the feedback of the quality of the shirts and stuff like that. And honestly, it was just like the foundation release. Because at the end of the day, my goal was to get the proceeds and take it back to the less fortunate. So did the soft launch. So right now I'm in the midst of preparing for a bigger launch, which is going to include more of a limited edition, more luxury, more on the female, both male and female. And, you know, something great is coming. I don't want to speak too much, but yeah.
No, for sure.
I hear it. So how would one get involved in either one of your companies if they were interested?
Honestly, I'm easy to find, I guess, on social media. And also have my websites, topdreamsuniversal.com and my7.com. And LinkedIn, honestly. That's my everyday living. That's where I connect with all these great, you know, inspirations of mine. So, yeah. Find me on there.
Tap in, y'all.
Now you do a lot. How do you find time for Noah?
So that's a good question because I'm still trying to find time for Noah. It's very overwhelming because, let's say, for instance, you come to me and you say, you know what, Noah, I have an event that I want to do and I want you to be a part of it, to produce it. Because I have this discernment that I know you as a person, I know you're coming from a good place, I want to help you. It's not even about you hiring me, contracting me, or whatever the case is, because I want to be able to, you know what, sow a seed into your business, into your event, and be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that it's going to be bigger than what you even expect it to be or what you even vision it to be. And I want to make sure that I was able to be a part of that, you know? So that's my vision for everyone that I'm a part of their organization of now. When it comes to finding my time, I'm learning that now, you know, trying to be selfish now about me because I always put others before myself, whether if it's an opportunity, an open door, whatever the case is. So I'm still learning as we go. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. So yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, I feel like we all are just learning how to balance more. We are all living these 4D lives where we are one thing by profession, 9 to 5, something else at night, striving to make our dreams come true. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like we're all just working to get there.
I was just telling Gentel, there's this 2 jobs that I'm about to get. I'm like, how are you going to do this? Because I know she's making her boss move over here. But me coming from the world of entertainment and now transitioning into, not leaving entertainment, but transitioning into the real estate world is like, like, how am I going to have that time? But I know that's all, going to work out well. So, yeah.
And you have to figure out, like, what works for you, works for you and your schedule. But I feel like with what all you do, you got it. Like, you're smart. You gonna make something shake.
I hope so.
Just pray for the balance. God will let you know.
Amen.
Every time.
Amen.
Every time.
Well, everything that you've done, what is something that you have been most proud of?
You know what? I attended the Grill Awards by Byron Allen last year, October, on October 7th. I was actually supposed to be in Vegas producing an NAACP gala event. Some way, somehow it got canceled. I was very pissed off because it was a lot of money I was going to make. I was just mad. But I just got an invite to attend the Grill Awards, and it was the second edition at the Beverly Hilton. I got there. I sat amongst The Rock, Eddie Murphy, Mariah Carey, and right in front of me, Steve Harvey. So, and right across from me, Kevin Hart. If I can say that was one strong room that I was able to be in, just be in, not work as a producer or work as anything on set, but be in and sit down and just look at the people in front of me and like, they made it. Yeah. And I'm here.
Sitting right next to them.
Right next to them.
Rubbing shoulders.
Able
and
to
that
connect.
was the most proudest moment for me, if I may say, and be humble.
That's a big moment. Congratulations.
That is.
Thank you.
Look
Thank
at
you.
God.
Okay.
So we are going to take a quick break and give a shout out to our proud sponsors, 24/7 Live Culture. So we are back with Noah O. He has been telling us all about how he's been pursuing his producing dreams, getting into real estate. But tell us about yourself a little bit, where you're from. Are you from LA? Did you move to LA?
So I am Nigerian. I came to the U.S. At 2 years old. I come from a family of 12. Actually, my biological mom had passed away. But before she passed away, my grandmother had given me to her best friend, who then, decided just to bring me to America out of the rest of my 12 siblings. So I had the opportunity to come here and live a foundation here, go to school here, have the opportunity that I wasn't able to have back home, So I'm grateful for that. I can also attest to that, when I go outside in public nowadays, I tell people that, I'm Nigerian. They say I don't look like it. I'm like, how is a Nigerian supposed to look like?
Right.
So, but I'm proud of my roots. I'm proud of my Nigerian roots. I love it. The culture, the food, which I'm pretty sure if you guys have tried it, the Afro Awards or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm grateful.
What are some common misconceptions that you feel like people have about Nigeria?
It's not luxury,
America,
the houses and stuff like that. And one thing about Nigeria is that it's not like America. You don't have that much bills. Not saying that you don't have bills, period, but you can acquire your own land or inherit a land from your grandfather or from your family, and you literally build your own home there. So it's not like you go to Beverly Hills or go to Malibu and go to a $5 million home and you have to pay so much money. No, you can literally have your land, buy it, and then get your products from probably California, your floors, your have a interior designer come and just lay out your home for you, and it's free. The only thing that's gonna charge you is just probably having a generator to power your house, the lights and stuff like that.
Now, the United States of America, are you guys listening to this? I need y'all to take notes because the inflation here is crazy.
They
No,
free. What?
You know they
So
don't
my
care.
dream and goal actually is to once I'm at the height of my success and stuff, I want to go back home. Have a villa. You know what I'm saying, for orphanages and for kids that don't have a home and stuff like that. And also have my mansion out there too. You feel me?
Right.
Yes.
So yeah,
That's beautiful.
So do you go back and see your family a lot?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never been back ever since.
You got to plan
2002.
something.
The reason why I've never been back is because I feel like I want to go back with something. I don't just want to go back and say I'm back. I want to go back and say I'm back with this.
Yeah.
Even if it's entertainment, going back as somebody who's already established and going back to help them prosper. You know what I'm saying? Help them elevate in that industry or whatever the case is. I'm still building my roots here in LA, and I want to have that foundation set before I can move forward and go dominate elsewhere.
That makes sense. Respect.
It
Right.
does. Do you have an idea about what you might do, like what you want to give back to your home?
Give back really is the home, the love that some kids are born without, and family and stuff like that. And also just participate in other organizations out there that I'm obviously going to do my research on the organizations. Right now, I have an organization that I'm partnered up with, actually. It's called Team Somebody, which is a motivating team that helps a nobody become a somebody. And then the other organization is Twin Dad. He's a father of twins who went back home and built out an orphanage. So I'm partnered up with him in different sectors of it, providing water, providing bedrooms and stuff like that for the kids and orphanages out there.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Do you talk to any like family and friends in Nigeria, even though you haven't went back?
Yeah, I talked to my blood brother, who is my brother after me. And then I have my half siblings. I'm not too familiar with them, but some of them I'm connected to and we talk.
Okay, that's good.
And, they call me to send money back home anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's typical
So,
brother
yeah.
sister
Yes.
anywhere, I guess.
Yeah.
My
Facts.
sister
Facts.
hearing this,
Nah.
don't call me.
Nah, Nigeria's different.
Really?
They
In
think
what
that
way?
because you're in America, you're like Obama.
Oh,
They
okay.
don't think you have bills, which is kind of like,
The bills here are
Well,
rough.
you know what? I feel like my sister feel like that about me, and she lives right here in the United States.
It's
You know?
because like I feel like when people see you surviving in LA specifically, it's like, oh, LA's already expensive off
They
rip.
didn't hear the key word survive.
I love my brother. Shout out to you. You want to become the next WizKid or whatever, but like, bruh, I struggled. You know what I'm saying? To get to this point. Living even before I had a job, I went to college. I had to find a job to, finish paying my dorm. You know what I'm saying? Although I went with the scholarship, I still had a balance that I had to pay. And in the midst of that, I'm still sending money back home, trying to feed and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I don't think they get it back home. But once they're out here too, striving and paying for car notes and paying for rents and paying for lights and stuff, especially phone bills and stuff, they'll understand that, you know what, it's living as one person is already hard enough. You know?
Yeah.
But once we get there with the money and stuff like that, it won't be any problem,
Right.
Do you
Yeah.
think inflation prices are ever going to get better anytime soon?
Child gas tried to
Interesting
go down
question.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Out here or?
Well, I just feel like everywhere. I mean, that's just like a question I always kind of like ask myself. Like, we keep going up on these prices. Are they ever going to
In
come
America,
down?
for sure. I mean, and not just in America. I mean, I think it's different parts of the world. So I don't know too much politics, how they run their office in those rooms or whatever, but I don't know what they're thinking though to overcharge us on some stuff. Like,
Yeah.
wasn't it not during COVID or some era that gas prices went up just randomly, $7? Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you go to Texas, they're saying it's $3. So it's
Right,
different parts
yeah.
of
Yeah.
the world that's up and down with
Yeah.
balance.
Yeah, even with the milk and the eggs and everything. It's
Yeah,
like
Yeah, like
$7. Come on now.
for an egg?
crazy.
I have to cut my 3-egg omelet down to like 2. Like, come on, baby girl, you gonna have to pull back because $7, that's a lot.
Yeah, I started realizing prices were going up when I started getting my regular stuff, and I'm like, wait, they ain't always used to be this high.
Right.
Because I was,
Grocery shopping, you could be straight with $100. Now you go in there with $100, you'd be like,
Pay the tax and
Well,
everything.
yeah.
too.
I guess I'll mix this with what I got at home.
no, facts. You really going to be like how your mama used to do, or like growing up, they're like, well, we going to eat at the house. There's food at the
And
house.
that's what I'm learning, because I'm a person, I like to adventure. I like to go out to fancy bougie places, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's always good to take care of yourself once in a while, but I'm learning that, you know what, let's eat what we have at home. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
facts.
Let's cook more. Let's, go back to the tradition of, making your stuff at home than just wasting your money out there.
And then you
Yeah.
also, when you think about it, we buy these groceries and then they just go bad, so you waste your money either way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Exactly.
we got to do better.
We do. Now, you told us a lot, but what's your biggest aspiration?
You know, it's funny. I wake up every day and I still kind of think that, what am I doing today? Honestly, not just like what am I doing with my life, but what is next for me? That's why when people ask me what do, I don't really have a certain title to give you, because I'm a person, I want to continue to learn. I wear different hats, and I want to continue to acquire. And as I'm getting older and growing and stuff like that, I think I'm never going to stop, never going to stop pursuing other stuff, other industries. But my aspiration is to make sure that, I become the best value of me, because at the end of the day, I want to be able to value you and you value me. We're valuing each other, not just me being in your corner and not serving you and you not serving me. You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose of living then? So I want to be able to serve my fellow man and make sure I give back in a way. So,
I love that. So what would your top 3 pieces of advice to other people who are looking to be in a position like you are? You're very successful in many different industries. What would you tell them?
I would say my top 3 advice would be stay prayerful, stay faithful, and never give up. No matter, you try to prove yourself to top producers in the industry, even though you're not even just there for the money, you're not there because they are connected to the next big thing, but you're there because your work ethic, you're there because you want to prove yourself. But if they don't see it, don't give up. There's a room for you elsewhere. Somebody else is looking for you that you don't even know. So that's been one thing of me, because people just go to my Instagram and think I'm just popping. I'm everywhere. But nah, I have a story, you know what I'm saying? And I still have a story, So, yeah.
I love that. You got a beautiful story, and thank you for sharing it with us today.
Thank you
I
guys for
know.
allowing me to share.
For real. And what's next? Like, what can we look out for? Where can people follow you?
So my social media is CEO Noah O on literally every platform. And let's connect there. And what's next for me, I have some big shows coming up. I don't know if I can say, but Gentel and Bree, you guys will be a part of it or whatever. But yeah.
Well, thank you.
So thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
joining
guys.
BoomBox Weekly. Noah O in the building. He definitely told us some real stuff today. Make sure y'all take that knowledge in. I'm Gentel Sharrie.
I'm new.
Appreciate it.
You're listening to BoomBox Weekly.